All right, we should be live right now. So if you're on the webinar right now, please let me know if you can hear my voice. You should be able to hear my voice. Already see some names: Brenda, Donna, Rolf, Jerry, Marlon, Nancy, Lucille, Ellen, Orin, Victoria, Jurgen. Let's see. You can use the Q&A, by the way, to answer here and to ask any questions you have. I can see here, Orin, yes. Tom, yep, can hear. Hi, Michelle. Jurgen, alles okay, Tim? Yes, can see and hear. Deborah, Theo, smooth. Okay, perfect. So yeah, excited to have you guys here. Want to do pure value webinar today to just answer your questions that you may have. I'm here with Ankit, the developer. If you haven't heard about him, he's the developer behind RocketVideos. He's actually the real genius here. But yeah, we're excited to have you guys here and yeah, to answer your questions. We're gonna do our best to answer them all. Some might be difficult to answer during a webinar, so we also have our support that you can email where we can provide you more detailed answers as well. For example, Deborah, yeah, you say, will you know where to send a recording? I have to leave early. Because you've registered, I think you also received our email. So we're going to send a replay for those that can't yeah, visit the whole session or who could not be here. We're going to do the replay as well to anyone. So yeah, let's just dive into it. I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to share some stuff with you. So we put our camera off and we go back to our screen here, to RocketVideos, where I want to go through some of the new features. So my plan for today is to show you the new features that we've enabled in the app that are now available, that we're going to show you. We go over them quickly. Also, I want to discuss some advanced RocketVideos features that you might not be using yet. We noticed that there are some features in the app that haven't been used by some users, and probably that's because you don't know that they're in the app, or you haven't tested them out, or you maybe do not know exactly how they work. So we're going to discuss that as well. And then also what I'd like to show you is a case study of a user. Was actually an affiliate who did a use case where he created a channel with RocketVideos, videos only created with RocketVideos. So I'm going to go over that as well. And of course, we're going to answer your questions as well. So let's just start with the first thing, and that is the new features that we've enabled inside of RocketVideos. And that is the white label feature. And I'm actually going to share my screen. Let me stop sharing and share my whole screen so that you can see more, so that I can switch tabs. Give me a second here. Share screen, entire screen. No, my Chrome window. Let me see here. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, no, I need to share a tab. Okay, so I'll switch between tabs. Okay, guys, we're here in RocketVideos right now. And one feature that we've now enabled is here when you go to the left menu here is the white label feature. And this is a very cool option. And some of you might not have this because there are several upgrades available. And if you do not have this feature, you can check it out right now to see if this is something yeah, that you're interested in or not. And for those that have this feature, I just want to show you how this works, because this is a nice feature that's now enabled, because the white label feature is something that we could not enable when we were launching the product ourselves. But now you have full access to this. And what this means is that you can set up RocketVideos on your own domain. And basically what that means is you can upload your own logo here in this area. You can upload, or you can connect your own domain, your own email system. You can add users, etc. So we'll go over this so that you can see how it works. So right now here, I'm in the settings tab here, where you can set up your own white label settings. So I'm not going into full detail because if you want to know how to do this, you can go to RocketVideos here to the tutorial section. And then when you scroll down here, there will be a new video here available, which says white label. It should be here somewhere, and otherwise you can search in the menu, but it says how to white label your RocketVideos account. So this is a 20-minute video where I show you exactly how to set this up with your own domain, etc. But basically, you can add your own name here, Nova Videos. This is an example that I've used myself. So instead of calling this app Rocket Videos, we're going to call this app Nova Videos. And the domain name is novavideos.space. And there's also a demo video. So you can upload your own demo video instead of my demo video that will be shown inside of your app. And then you can also add your own favicon, favicon, not sure how to pronounce that, and your own logo. So I've created a new logo here. Now, how that will look like is when you go to novavideos.space, so when I copy this URL here and I paste that in my browser, you will notice that we're in a complete new environment here, which at the top says Nova Videos. So new users will be able to log in on your domain, novavideos.space in this case, but this can be any URL that you add into this field here. Now, what you need to do once you've done this, you can add users to your brand new app. So when you click here on add user, you can create a new user. So I'm going to call this test user. And then we're going to give an email. Let's say ravens+2@gmail.com. And then a password. And then in here, you can assign the amount of credits that you want to point to this specific user. So if you sell a user access, you can say, hey, how many credits do you want to purchase with the app? You can say, for example, I'm going to give them 5,000 credits, and this user is active. So I'm going to copy this email address so I can log in. So I'm going to click add now. And now I've created a user inside of my Nova Videos app. So when we go to Nova Videos right now, I can log in with these new details here. So I'm going to do this email address. And I'm going to log in with my passwords. It's always difficult to talk and to remember and type things at the same time. But now you can see I'm logged in, and unfortunately, this webinar application does not allow to show the URL, but this is actually right now on novavideos.space. And you can see here, this is my logo. And the cool thing is we are able to add all our videos from all our users that have set their videos to public in your white label app. And this is also branded, this is not branded to RocketVideos. So people can see videos that have been created with your Nova Videos app. They can start their projects here. You can see it's completely empty. Their media will be stored in here. And when you've added your own video, it will show up here as your tutorial video. And you can see that credits have been applied here as well. So this is a very cool feature, which is the white label feature that's now available to people that have access to this white label feature. Yeah, where you can create user accounts and sell them under your own brand. So basically, you got your own software here. And yeah, we're super excited. So you can set that up in here. In the email part here, you can set up your own SMTP details. So in this case, I also set this up as Nova Videos with an email address support at novavideos.space. And that means that they will receive emails from your app as well, from Nova Videos in this case. So this is the white label feature that we've released that you can now access. And again, the tutorial, how to set this up technically is under the tutorial section here. And yeah, that's how you do it. And by the way, if there are questions, Ankit will also address them in the chat, and our support team is here as well. So they will be answering. If I do not answer it, they will try to answer it directly in the chat as well. So yeah, feel free to ask your questions there. Then another feature that we've released is the team feature. So you will also be able to edit team members to your RocketVideos app. So this basically works the same as the white label where you create new users. You simply click on add team member here, where you can give your team member a name. You can give this team member an email, password, and the amount of credits that you want to assign to this user. And Heather asks, are the upgrades still available? The upgrades are available. I think we're going to add an option in the app itself where you can upgrade as well. So Ankit, please make a note of this if it's not there yet. to add this option so that people can upgrade to white label if they like to upgrade, or to other upgrades if they like to. So we're going to make sure that you will be able to upgrade in case you like to upgrade to this feature as well. Then the next thing, let's see what we have here. So we've had the white label panel, we have the team panel, and yeah, what I also like to discuss today is new upcoming features. And let's first discuss some advanced features that you might not be using right now, and that is inside of the projects folder. So here we have our projects. You probably already created some nice videos here. And let me just open a project so that I can show you how it works. So let's say here we go to the storyboard. And the storyboard is basically where you create your whole story. From the beginning, some people found this a little bit confusing, like where do I create my video? Basically, you create your video here and then you send it to a timeline by clicking on the next button at the top. But in this editor, we have some advanced features that have not been used yet by other users. And I don't know if this is the right project to show some examples here. I think I need to open another project to show what I would like to show you. So let's see if we have another one here, maybe this young boy. Let's edit the storyboard here. Because inside of a storyboard here, we have some extra features. And that's under the media option here. So we've had the question, like sometimes a image is not rendered correctly. Like AI can do some stupid things some now and then, right? So it messes up, it maybe adds an extra hand, or it adds an extra arm, or whatever, it sometimes messes up. What a lot of users are doing is they simply type a new prompt here, and then they regenerate the video, the media here. Instead of doing so, we've added a feature here, added media, to fix things that are not correct in an image. Now, unfortunately, these images are all correct, but when you click added media here, you will have the option here to modify things inside of this image. So let's say he got an extra hand, or there is something on the picture that you don't like to have. Then you can go to generate a fill in here, and you can modify the thing. So we have a few things here. And the first thing is in paint. So if something is missing, you can paint that inside of an existing picture here. So let's say you want to have a football on the street here. Let's see if that works. So you can do this here. And then you can say, okay, but I wanted to have a football. I had that in the prompt. It was not there. You simply type football here, and then you can click on generate. And then it will paint a football inside of this existing picture. At least that's what it should do. So it's processing right now, and it's going to add a football. Well, right now, unfortunately, this one failed. Not sure why this is failing, but you should be able to add elements inside of a picture here. Now, the same thing is to remove things. So I don't have a good example in here, but let's say, I'm not sure if this will work with this hat. Let's say we're going to do generate a fill again, and we want to erase this part here. Let's say this is an extra hand, or we don't want to have this mirror in here. You can simply select this part, and you can say, I want to remove that part, and then generate, and then you can fix the things inside of this image. And the same thing is for replacing parts. You see now it removed that part from the image here. And this way you can modify your existing image. Instead of regenerating a brand new image, you can simply modify things here. Also, you can click replace here, simply replace, and you type whatever you would like to replace. So if you want to replace his hair, let's try if this works. Hair, the boy's hair, with a hat or a cap. Let's do a cap. Let's see if this works. Normally, I would choose some other things that are more obvious, because there's a lot of people with hair in here. But this is this is how you can fix. Yeah, you see right now you've added a hat to this young boy here, and all your previous media is still available in here as well. So this is how you change images. Another thing, what users are not using, we notice here, is that you can also change the shot. So like this is a close-up here. You can actually change the position of these images. So if you want to have a picture from above, you can use the bird's eye view here. And you could do a medium shot or an extreme close-up. If you change that, it will change the existing image as well. So instead of re-rendering things, you could use this feature as well. And the same thing is for the location here. So there are a lot of options inside of one image here. So you could say, for example, the lighting is evening and the weather is clear. You could also say it's dark and rainy. And then you could save the changes, and you could say this is on the street, for example. You could make changes in here, and then you could just say, okay, now I'm going to re-render the media here, and it's going to re-render that for you. So let's see, the sentence locations are updated here. And you see now this is in a complete different environment here. This is in the dark, and it's in the evening, it's on the street, it's not longer in the backyard, etc. So yeah, this is how you make your changes in here. Then another thing, that the last thing that I wanted to discuss about this feature, or this features inside of the editor here, is character consistency. So when you want to create a character, so let's say you want to create a brand new image in here, and you want to have this character of this boy in the image, what you need to do is to type the @ form here. So you type @ just like an email, and then you need to select the person that you'd like to clone, like Darius. In this case, it's Darius. If you do not use this @ feature and you do not select the name, it will not render this character. And in this case, Darius riding his bike. When we do this, you can do the shot, you can do the location, and it will copy from the previous one in here. But now when you render the media, it will have this consistent character inside of the image. You see that? So if you do not add this Darius in here, you will not get consistent characters in here. So that's about some features that we know that users are not using, because we could see that in the back end. Some other features that we are going to provide to you, which we're really excited about, is the question that we had a lot was, users said, okay, how can we create projects without credits? And that's something that we want to provide for you guys. And I'm going to show you first an example here, how you could do it right now. But the cool thing is that I can announce to you that we're going to add a new feature in the coming week or 2 weeks, where you can create projects based on stock media. So you do not have to render any new images. You can simply create videos from existing stock media, and this will cost you 0 credits for creating those videos, unless you say, okay, I'm going to take a stock photo and I want to render a video from that. Then of course your credits will be charged for rendering the video from the image. But if you decide to work with only videos, for example, stock videos, you will not be charged for your credits. So that's one of the features that we're going to release in the coming weeks. And I hope that you guys are excited about that feature. But let me show you how you can do it right now. Let's say you want to create a project with only stock media, or with just without using the credits or a lot of credits right now. What you can do is you can start creating a new project here. So let's say we do a photography, and we do a explainer video, and we're going to create a video about success, for example. So I'm going to say, create a motivational video about success. And again, we're going to make this easier for you, that you don't have to go through this process. But we know that there are users right now that would like to create videos without using credits so that they can practice, etc. So now I'm simply going to do, okay, I'm going to create a success video. And let me see if there are some questions here that we can go over already, because it's rendering right now. So how do I create consistent characters before starting my storyboard? I'm not sure what you mean by that, Deborah, because when you create a storyboard, you also create your characters. So basically that's in the next step that we're going to see in a few seconds. So in this tab is where you create your characters. So when you click on add character here, you can describe your character and you can make it exactly the way you would like to have it. I'm not going to do it right now, but you can fill out all the details here and you can create a character. And if you like to create another character, you simply click the plus button again and you can create multiple characters inside of your video that you can use on your storyboard by typing the @ sign like I showed you before. So this is where you create your consistent characters that you will use inside of your storyboard. Now, what I wanted to show in this example is how you can create a video with stock footage alone. So right now you have a script here, and this is kind of a workaround right now that you can use. So what I recommend you to do is just delete the script here and then only say, okay, opening scene, bold text overlay. This is just an opening scene. And we're going to save this. And we're going to say here, for example, no on-screen dialogues. And we're going to click save. And we're going to click next. So what it will do right now is it will create a very small storyboard because we only used one content outline in here. So this won't take any of this. Will only take you like 15 credits for 3 photos that are generated here. So what you can do is you can simply delete the first 2 here and start with the first one. So what I've done, for example, ChatGPT is also free, right? So what I've done in ChatGPT here, I said, for example, let's say create a voiceover script for a success video. So here we have a script, for example. Oh, I'm not showing it right now. I'm not sharing the right tab. Let me show it right now. Let me save this project. I need to get used to this webinar software that I'm not sharing every tab, but this is what I wanted to show you. In ChatGPT, you just say, hey, write me a voiceover script for a success story. So this is just an example for a success story video, like what does success look like? And this is the script. So what I can do is I can simply copy my script in here. What does really success really look like? And I go back to my story. And what I do now is I just generate this in the voiceover tab. So here you have the narrator, but first what you're going to do is you're going to choose your narrator in here. So I'm going to click on this pencil here where you can choose from your voiceovers. Now we have the inbuilt voiceovers. These are all provided by RocketVideos. We also have an 11 Labs integration. This is one of the upgrades, but this allows you to connect your 11 Labs account so that you have access to all your 11 Labs voices. So for example, I have my cloned voice in here that I can use. I have other voices that I am having in my 11 Labs account. And another feature that we have is the OpenAI integration. And these are very good voices as well. You only need to add your OpenAI key where you can listen to the voices yourself. I mean, they sound really good.
Hey, you won't believe this amazing deal dropping today.
Or in this case, I like to have a bold motivator.
Listen up. Today's the day you rise above the noise, conquer every doubt,
and yeah, chill vibe.
Yo, dude.
You know, they're different vibes. So you could choose the inbuilt voices or one of these voices, just whatever you like. So in this case, let's do this bold motivator here. I'm going to select the voice. And now I'm going to paste my script simply in the narrator part here. So when you click this pencil here, you can add your own script. So I'm simply going to paste that first line in here. I'm going to click save and generate. And now my voiceover will be generated. Listen to this.
What does success really look like?
So you can go to edit media here. And now you can go to stock media. Here at the bottom, you have stock media where you can search for images or videos. So in this case, let's say we're going to do boxing. I always like the boxing things because they have that in success videos. So you could say, for example, this video here, what does success look like? I think this is a cool one. Add to assets here. And now I'm closing this. And now this video has been added to my project. So what I can do is I can click on the plus button here and I can add another media. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy my second line and I'm going to paste that in here, the voiceover. So I'm going to click on add dialogue, narrator here. And if you have one other voice, you can choose that in here. And then just render the new voice here. So the first one is,
what does success really look like? It's not about the destination.
So now we need to add a video for destination here. So you simply go to stock media again, and you click on videos, and we're going to say, okay, destination, finish line. Do something like that. Or we could do results, just whatever you prefer. You know, you could do this flag, for example, like this is the destination. This is just for demo purposes. You can go over the videos and pick the right one like this. And this way you can simply paste your prompts in here, your voiceover, and it will be rendered for you automatically. And then once you're ready, you simply click on save and you click on next. And now your video will be added to the timeline. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open another project where I already did a similar project. I think I used this project for this, edit video, where you can see this video has been generated fully with only stock video. So this project has cost me 0 credits to create. So listen to it. Let me see if the music is not too loud. Yeah, okay, so listen to it and check it out.
What does success really look like? It's not about the destination. It's about the persistence.
Okay, so I should have made this a little longer, like the voices. They're a little too short in here. So I'm going to make these a little longer in here so they sound great. Let me show it again.
What does success really look like? It's not about the destination. It's about the persistence, the daily grind, and the courage to keep going when others quit. Success isn't given, it's earned one step at a time.
You see, so yeah, this makes it easy for you to just create projects without using credits and still make really engaging videos. At least I like this video that I created here. And this video cost me about 5 to 10 minutes to create by simply going over the stock media. Just search for the right audio track and to create this. And again, we're going to add the option to create projects with stock media only. So when you create a new project in the coming weeks, we're going to release this. You can simply select stock media instead of using the images. And it will create it for you. Deborah says 0 credits for the stock videos you provide. That's correct. So we're not using any credits here for the stock media. And let me see if there are some other questions here that I can go over. How do you remove the sounds that come with the stock footage? I'm not sure, Margaret, how to do that. I think most stock footage does not have any sound. Ankit, maybe you can answer that personally if that's possible, or maybe we can add that feature as well, so that you will be able to not hear the stock footage audio as well. So maybe we can mute a channel. By the way, I know Ankit is also working on another timeline, and this costs a lot of work to create those timelines, but to make it a little bit more flexible to do some things. Ivor says here, like, are these stock media royalty free? Yes, the stock media is royalty free, so you can use this and upload that to your social media channels. Here's another question, like, do your credits start over each month? No, the credits are a one-time purchase and they do not expire. So once you purchase them, they will not expire. And if you need new credits, you can simply purchase them in the app. So when you're in the app here, you can go to, I think it's here on the credits itself, you can purchase extra credits. We'll also add the option to subscribe to credits. So that option is also there. By the way, we're also working on an option here inside of the Connect. I think it's in Connect now, in integrations here. Maybe you've seen this already. In the integration part here is where you connect your 11 Labs account and your OpenAI account. So this is basically just an OpenAI key that you can add here. You simply click on Add Key, and you can add your OpenAI key in here. You can add multiple keys. And maybe you've noticed this part here, the Gemini. What we're working on, we do not have a release date yet for this Gemini option, but we're working on the option for you to be able to connect your Gemini API key, bring your own key, so that you can render images directly from Gemini without using our credit system. Gemini is really, really good image generator. So this way you will pay directly to Gemini yourself, but you will be able to use that key so that you can generate images with Gemini instead of using our system. So that's one of the features that we'll be delivering to you as well. There's no ETA about that yet, but we'll hope that we'll bring that soon to you as well to make this this working on your end. Let me see. I'm going over some extra questions a little later. So we discussed that. Let me see what I have more on my schedule here. Yeah, stock video and images only mode. Another feature that we're going to release is that we're going to allow you, instead of creating a project, that we're going to enable you to create a storyboard from scratch. Instead of having to create a full story first, we're also going to release the option to start a storyboard from scratch without any photos, without any videos, so that you can do it yourself. And another feature that we're going to release is a post thumbnail generator and editor. So right now, inside of RocketVideos, inside of the projects, you'll see that we have these posters. You see this? View poster. This is also one of the upgrades, but it generates posters for you. And we're going to update this system as well, so that you can modify an existing poster. So right now, it just generates this poster for you. It's just one poster that it creates, and you cannot modify it. But we're going to add a better model that is better at writing. The AI is better at writing, and you can also edit it or re-render an image. Let's say you change the project, that it can also re-render it as well. Jamie, you say, I cannot add the Gemini key. That's correct, because that option is not available yet. You can see the Gemini key there, but right now this is not functioning. We're working on to make that live. Can you import your own images? Mark says here, are you able to import your own images? And yes, you can, and that's super easy. And that's also why RocketVideos is so flexible. When you go to any projects, so it doesn't matter what project you open, you simply open a project. So let's open the boy again here. Doesn't really matter. You go to the storyboard here. And inside of the storyboard, you can see that the images have been generated. But what you can do is, when you click this edit media, there are also many options. Like I showed you to generate a fill. You could do the stock media here, so you can replace this. Like say you want to do a motorcycle. Here you could simply search, and then you could say, okay, I'm going to replace this image here. And now this motorcycle has been added. Or when you click on edit media, you have the upload button here where you can upload your own media. So if you have an image on your computer, you can simply use that. I don't know if I have something in here. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, let's say I want to use my own image here. I can upload my own image here. This is just for an example. And I close this. And now you can see this is my image in my project. So you can upload your own images. You can upload your own videos. And the same thing is in your timeline. So when I go to my timeline, so I'm not going to save this one. When I go to my timeline here, I can basically do exactly the same thing. So what I can do here inside of this video, let's say it's being rendered, I can go to my media library here. And when I select an image here, right now this upload button is not enabled. When you select an image on the timeline, you can also click on upload media, and you can upload media from your computer. Or you can select an image here, and you can say, I want to replace it by a media item that I've uploaded before. And right now you can see, now I'm using my own images from my computer. I can do exactly the same thing from videos from my computer. I can add that to my timeline. Now, that brings me to another thing, is people ask, okay, how can I make my videos longer? How can I expand my videos? And that's also very simple. So when you put your cursor at the end of your project, You can also go through your existing library here, and you can add any image here. So right now you can see I've now added this image to my timeline. And I can play this, and you can see now this has been added. And I can put my cursor here. I can say, okay, I want to add this one as well. Let me see here, success. You see, one thing that you need to keep in mind is when you've selected an image here and you put your timeline at the end, it will not add an image. So you need to make sure when you select an image that you select it again, that this upload button is not active. So now it's not active, and now I'm able to add any image to the end of my URL, as you can see here. This is how you expand your videos. This is one way how you can expand your existing videos with your own media, with existing media. So your whole library is in here. Like, you can find any image in here that you've ever generated with the app. You can simply select it and add it to your timeline, as you can see. Another way to do this, and I recommend you to do it that way, not this way, is to go to the storyboard. So when we go back to the storyboard, you will be able to expand your project here. So you can say, this is the end of your video. You can simply click this plus button here, and you can do exactly the same. So you can click on add media here, where you can say, I'm going to upload my media. I go to stock media, whatever you like to use. So let's say motor. Let's search here for an image, and we're going to add this one. Oh, shoot, I did not select it. Motor. Let's say this one here. Add to assets. You need to click that always. And now you are expanding your timeline. Now, why should you do it this way? Because when you have this editor, you will be able to add your dialogue. So you can add a new voiceover here. You can select Darius, or you can select the narrator here, where you can generate a new voiceover. So, hey, see me riding my bike. And then you can simply click on save and generate, and it will generate the voiceover for this specific scene. This is not possible in the timeline editor. So right now you can see here.
Hey, see Mare riding my bike.
Mare, I did not write it correctly, but you get the idea, right? So when you expand your video here, you will be able to add images, videos, etc. yourself. You can regenerate new media. You could do cloning the existing characters. You could expand it the way you would like to expand, and still have the flexibility to add the voices, etc., to your projects as well. So that's how you expand your projects. That was also one of the questions that we received up front. Let me see if there are some more questions here that you'd like me to cover first. The post. Okay, so Cherry here says, what does the post mean thumbnail? So I think you're referring to a project here. When you go to the projects, when you go to finish one, you can see here post. So we also have the option to post directly to your social media channels. So inside of the connect area here, you can connect your Facebook and your Instagram account. So when you're inside of in your projects here, you can click on this post option here, where you can say, okay, to which channels do I want to post this video to? So I've connected my Facebook here, 3 Facebook pages here, and you can set your message in here, and then you can post that to your social media channels. Now you can also schedule this, and I'm not sure if I cannot see that right now because my screen is zoomed in, but you should also be able to schedule this. Yeah, I'm not sure why I'm not seeing this right now. You are definitely see this option. It could be because I'm sharing my screen, but there's also an option to schedule this. There will be a small schedule window here that allows you to schedule it on a specific date and time. So again, I'm not seeing this. I cannot show this right now, and I think that has to do with screen sharing. But that should pop up as well, so that you can share directly to your social media channels if you connected them first inside of the connect feature in here. Let me see here. So will cloning our voices be available soon? Deborah says here. This is not one of the features that we have on our roadmap for the app. That's also why we enabled you to connect your 11 Labs account. 11 Labs does allow you to clone the voices And yeah, when you connect that, you can use your voice through 11 Labs. I don't think that will be implemented anytime soon right now. Boom, boom, boom. Let me see here. Sounds great. Yeah, so Sandra here, the poster option sounds great. However, I see that a part of the text disappears behind the character. Will it be possible to put the text at the front of the character? This is AI that is rendering it. But again, we're improving this feature soon that you can also re-render the image, which is not possible at this moment. But we're working on an update for that as well. Let me see here. Yeah. So Neil brings a good point that I also want to cover in this training. When we add our own images, can we add transitions between them and sound effects? Yes, that's possible. This brings me to this exact feature that we also notice that people are not using, and that's the transitions inside of the video editor. So let me actually open the project again. And this is in the video editor. So when we edit the video here, there is an option here to add transitions. So right now it's just a video, and you can see the zooming and zooming out. So there are already transitions in here. Now the transitions is a bit hidden feature, but when you select an image here, you can go to the transitions tab here at the top. It says transitions, and this allows you to add transitions between the video and to the video and image itself. So for example, zoom blur, I always like this one. I also like the floating slide. You simply select this, then you select the feature or the transition that you would like to add. You go to the next image, you select this one, and then let's do the dynamic slide. I like the dynamic slide as well. So right now, when we play the video, look at this. It's zooming in or zooming out, and this is, see the transition? So for each of the images or videos, you can add transition. Now, you ask, can you do that to existing or to uploaded images as well? Sure. Just go to your media. This was my image, for example. We replace this image here, right? So this is now me. You can do exactly the same. So the effect is still being added to this part of the video. So when we replay this, you see now it's zooming out. And we could also make this a dynamic slide, for example. So here's the dynamic one. So when we redo this one, look at this. You see that? So you can apply this. You can apply these effects to all the videos, to your uploaded videos, to upload images, etc., as well. Sherry says here, we do not. I don't use Facebook or Instagram. Could you add YouTube and TikTok? We're working on it. There's no ETA for YouTube. TikTok, I'm not sure if we're able to do so. I know Ankit is working on the YouTube feature, but we do not have an ETA for that because that's this technical thing, but it's more complicated to get that done. Boom, boom. Yeah, okay. Somebody says, Gear, not sure that I fully understand the credit system. Can you please explain it? So basically, the credit system works when you create a project. So when we go home here and you create a new project here, you write a new project and you click on generate, it's going to generate a storyboard for you. So in this case, we have here a storyboard that's being created from our prompt. Now, this will cost you credits. So for each image that it creates, so this image is 5 credits. This image is also 5 credits. This image is 5 credits. So now it's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 times 5 credits. That's what you will be paying for generating this video. Now, if you're going to make changes, let's say you're going to generate a video from this image, that will cost you more credits. Generating a video is costing 100 credits, and that may sound a lot, but this is simply because this costs us a lot as well, because we're getting charged to render each image to video as well. So you can decide to just do a video like this, you go to the next and you do an image-based video, and then it will only cost you those 5 credits per scene here. And then you can simply go to the transitions here. You can say, okay, let's just simply do these effects to it. Let's do the floating slide here. And then you
A mysterious
have this
presence
moving.
emerges from the fog.
You see, this is not costing you any extra credits. But if you decide to make a video from that image, this will cost you, when I click this is going to be charged 100 credits. Yeah, so this is how credits are being charged. So if you want to go cheap, to say it that way, you simply go by doing the images alone. If you want to generate videos like this one here from this, now this is a zooming in image, as you can see here. This costs you 100 credits. And like I said, soon we're also going to add the other option here, like the connect part or the integrations part, to add Gemini. Then it will not cost you any credits to create the project itself. You will simply pay to Gemini for your own key, what you render through Gemini. Let me see if I have a few other things that I wanted to discuss as well. Let me see here. So we know the new upcoming features. I've discussed that. We've discussed how to use your own image. Oh yeah, one thing that I'd like to share with you is some kind of a success story or how you can use this. And that's by one of our users that created videos with RocketVideos. So what I'm sharing right now is a channel that has been created with RocketVideos. So the videos that you're seeing right here, when I go to the shorts part, you can see that they're all shorts on this channel. And this is a channel that's being created with videos generated by RocketVideos. And he did not edit any of the videos. He simply generated a video in the project, and then he basically exported it once it's ready, and he uploaded that to this channel here. And you can see here that he already has over 1.11K subscribers. So he has over 1,000 subscribers from the videos that he uploaded, and he just got started by doing so. And what did he do? Why this is so powerful? He chose to set up a niche channel. So he called it Whispers of Truth, True Stories Darker Than Fiction. And you can see that the type of videos that he created are all very similar. So these kind of videos.
April 1st, Olympia. Marcia Norman, 82, vanished without a trace. A quiet moment before the mystery unfolds, and the silence deepens within.
So you can see these are like these stories, dark stories, and people love watching these. And you can see he already got over 1,000 subscribers within, I think he had over 1,000 subscribers within 5 days, something like that, with a brand new channel that he set up. And yeah, I mean, if you want to monetize a YouTube channel, one of the requirements is to have at least 1,000 subscribers in order to be monetized. Of course, you also need watch hours, but it's a very easy way to get your subscribers if you create a niche channel like this. And you can do it very easily. You simply set up a YouTube channel, you create a banner like this in Canva, and you just go inside of RocketVideos. And instead of RocketVideos, you just create those niche videos. You just pick a niche. You could also do success videos, like I just created a success video, motivational channel, for example, that you create, and you can do that with credits by generating the photos, videos, or you can just create a channel like that by using the stock photos and videos that are available inside of the system. But I found it a very good example to show you, like, this almost didn't cost him any effort to do so. Now, the cool thing is, like I showed you before, is you can also generate these posters from these videos. So what you can do, for example, with these posters is you can add these posters to Pinterest. You can make a pin board, which is very congruent, like Whispers of Truth, and then have a pin board with the posters of the story that are very attractive to click on. So let me show you here again in the projects. You simply pick one of these photos here, of these posters here, and you share this on Pinterest, for example, or on your social media, and you link this to your video to even build your channel faster. And like, he already has over 1,000 subscribers with these videos. And what I like about it is that he just exported the video. So he simply said, okay, create a new project. And then he created a project, like a story in that niche, and he exported it. Now, if you put in even more effort inside of the stories, you can even make them more engaging. So that will attract more eyeballs. People will start liking more your videos more, and your channel will even grow faster by doing so. So yeah, I was really excited to see that he created that channel. It's Dimitris D. Papa, if you know him. He did a case study about that, and yeah, I really liked what he was doing. All right, let me see. So yeah, can we do bring your own key? So I already discussed that. Like for voiceovers, you can already do that with 11 Labs and OpenAI, and very soon you will be able to do that for images as well through Gemini. Then also one of our users bumped into the issue that he asked, is the music copyright free? And the answer is yes. The music is copyright free. And let me show you actually where we get this information from. So all the music that you see inside of our app comes from this site. It's called Mixit. So we have our API connected to Mixit. And you can see here that this is music-free license. But sometimes it happens that an audio track gets marked as like, hey, this is a licensed audio file. And then what you can do, if you receive a claim here, it says, please forward the details to team@mixkit.co for assistance. So you are legally able to use our soundtracks because we get them from this website. And I also discussed with Ankit, maybe we can redirect the music directly to this site directly, so you can visit the site in case you have any problems. But the music is royalty free, definitely 100%. So that's good to know. Let me see, what's there more? Yeah, somebody says, how do I optimize video for monetization so that it's acceptable for to YouTube? Basically, like I just showed you the channel, you can monetize your channel when you have the 1,000 subscribers and you have the watch hours. And when you set up a channel, so you can do that with shorts, but you can also do that with long form videos. So when you go to YouTube here, to the homepage, basically there are two very important things when you want to optimize your videos. And the two most important things are your thumbnail and your description, your title. These are the most important things to get your channel growing and to get eyeballs to your video. I mean, I did it in the past as well. So when you go to my channel here, Tim Vidal, you can see this is my channel. And what I've done in the past, I do a lot of product reviews. So what I just always did like product name review, very short titles. But what I'm doing right now is I'm trying to get eyeballs by simply creating thumbnails that draw attention. So right now, I do not even name the tool in here. What I do here, I say in the thumbnail, I say 50+ premium tools, AI tools. You see an AI character in here and 50+ premium tools. And the title here is, this new AI platform will make your jaw drop. And instead of doing just the product name review, that will not grab any eyeballs. Now, what does YouTube think when a thumbnail does not draw any eyeballs? It will not show your videos to other people because it's not interesting. People are not clicking your videos. And if people do not click your videos, YouTube does not make money because people will not watch your videos. So YouTube recommends the videos that will get a lot of clicks. So the two most important things you always do is your thumbnail. Make sure your thumbnail is engaging. And I do not even create my own thumbnails these days. Like this thumbnail, I did not create it. This thumbnail, I did not create it. I outsource it right now because I know the power of thumbnails at this moment. And I also discovered like the title is so much more important. Like I did here in the thumbnail, I'm testing like review workforce AI, and then I did plus 50 premium AI tools. And then also the title, this AI tool makes content creation insanely easy. So I still try to rank for the keywords here, but my title, the most important parts is I want to tell you how insanely easy it is to use this AI tool to create content. So if you ask me, what do you need to do to optimize your videos to get monetized? Well, you need to get eyeballs, you need to get that subscribers, you need to get the views, optimize your thumbnails, and optimize your titles. And what's in your description is not that important. What's in the tags to your video? The tags, for example, people think, yeah, you need to add the right tags to your video. These days, YouTube is so freaking smart that it understands what your video is talking about. It's hearing every word that you say in your video. So you do not have to type anything. If you type something different than what's in your video, it's not going to work because YouTube is so smart. AI is so smart these days that it knows exactly what's in your video. So it doesn't make sense to write the wrong thing. And even if you do not have a long description, it doesn't even matter because it looks at the title, it looks at the thumbnail, the click-through rate, and then the tags, etc. It's almost, you almost don't need those parts. And of course, the most important thing is that you create quality videos. So I hope that this explains your question. Let me see. What questions do we have more here? You've answered many questions. That's great to hear, Charlie. Happy to hear that. Yeah, some questions I also see that are not the perfect answers, questions to answer here. You can always reach out to our support. It's support@rocketvideos.pro, so that support can answer these questions. I already see Oren here. I sent an email to support. That's good. This session is so much better than rest on Saturday. Yeah, Jamie, we really apologize for that. Ankit and I were chatting in the background like, oh shoot, man, this is totally not what we expected. You know, the thing is, Raz knows so much stuff. He is very knowledgeable, and we expected him to share. I even sent my emails to him to check it. Hey, this is what we're going to discuss, right? I'm not over promising anything, right? And he said, yeah, sure, that's how we're going to do it. But yeah, we were really disappointed ourselves as well. That's also why we sent the email after with our apology. And we wanted to do this session ourselves to just take you guys through the app, etc. Hopefully you learned something, a thing or two from this meeting, and to just stay in touch with you guys. And again, apologies. We didn't, if we had known that before, we never would have sent it to you. Yeah, so somebody says here, is there a replay? Yes, we're going to do a replay. Don't worry. If you can't finish till the end, there is a replay available. Can I create consistent character in different style? I'm not sure what you mean, Deborah, but you can create the characters that you create up front. Like when you create your video, the next screen that you see, that is where you create your character. So if you're not happy with a character, you can do it. Let me show you actually how to do that, because that's an important one. When you create a video, so let's say create a video, a story about a boy who got a new bike. I don't know, it just doesn't really matter. Sorry, let's click on generate, and it's going to generate the story for us. And while this is running, I'm going over some other questions. Yes, replay again, somebody asks. Okay, so here it is. About the character, can you change the existing characters? Tyler here, this is a boy. Now let's say you're totally not happy with Tyler. What you need to do is you simply click on Tyler here, where you can make the changes to Tyler. So let's say you don't want to have a white cap, you want to have a red cap. You simply type a red cap. And let's say you want to have him to have glasses, wearing glasses. And you can say, okay, his appearance energetic with bright eyes and a big smile. You can also say here, and long hair. Let's see if this is going to work. So basically, you're going to make your changes here, and you click on save and regenerate image. This is where you can make different characters. You see, right now we generate another character with red cap with glasses. The hair is not really long, so we could redo it. We could retry it here. We could also say wearing glasses and a red shirt. Let's try this one here. And you click on save and regenerate image, and it should have a red shirt. You see, there you got the red hat and the red shirt. So this is where you design the characters that you would love to have in your videos. And if you want to add another character, you simply click on add character in here, and you type the name, and you do the specifications in here. So let's say we're going to do Timmy. It's the other character. We do a man, and let's say white boy. And let's just click on this here. Oh, the age 25. Well, you could change the age in here, but here you can see now we have Timmy here. So when we save our project here and we go to the next screen, we can always add Timmy to our project now. As long as we use the add sign that I showed at the beginning, then you can add Timmy to anywhere in your video, in your storyboard, because you now created the characters here that you can use inside of the storyboard. So I hope that this explains. This was such a great session. Thank you. Thank you so much. Happy to hear that you like it, Tammy. Okay. Deborah says a character that evolves from cartoon to more realistic but retains the character attributes. What I showed you right now, that's possible. We cannot change this to another character, unfortunately. Yeah, so here's the storyboard, by the way. So now you can create these characters. So if you want to create a character with the other person, you could simply type it in here. So you could do the plus, and you could type your prompt in here and type the @ sign. You see, now we have Timmy and we have Tyler. I hope you can see this. We have Timmy and Tyler. So now when we select Timmy, you see @Timmy here, and you could type anything you'd like, and then Timmy will be created in your storyboard.
One more thing, Tim. A few people asked how to reorder the scenes. So we haven't showed how that they can drag and drop the scenes.
Exactly. So you could drag, look at this here. You could drag and drop each scene in here if you like to. You can even do whole blocks. So this is a scene block. You can also say, I want to have this at the top. So you click on this, and now this one is at the top. This is your opening scene. And also at the bottom here, when you want to expand, you can also say, I'm going to duplicate. You see this duplication icon in here? You simply select this, and now you have duplicated this previous scene, and you can change the prompt in here and generate new images. You can change the voiceover here, and it will be regenerated. By the way, one thing that I haven't showed you, which I should have shown you, is let's say you're not satisfied with an image. So this image is good right now, but let's say it's not good. You want to regenerate it. Sometimes what may happen is that you see the same image being generated. Now, to prevent this, we have a small button here. You almost don't see it. This button here, and it says enable random seed. I recommend you, if you want to generate a brand new image, to select this. Now it becomes black. Do you see that? When you select that and regenerate an image, you will get another image than the image that you're seeing right now. You see that? This is completely different. And that's because you randomized the seed in here. That will fix the problem of getting the same images when you re-render an image. So that's a good one to know as well. Let me see here. Let me see here. The story. Okay. Yeah, Ankit, how is this part? So somebody asks here, I have an account with Fish Audio for voices. Am I able to upload a voice I download from that site? Are they able actually to add an extra voice on the timeline. Let me see. Honestly, I'm not sure. So normally you do a music track here. Uploaded music. So this is my uploaded music. I'm not sure if this is possible. I'm not sure if you hear this, Ankit, or if this is possible to add your own.
Yes, you can. Actually, the name is long and it's not fitting. If you just scroll it horizontally a bit, yes, you can add there.
Okay, but it's replacing the music at this moment.
Okay,
So
so if you want to add more, okay, that's not available as of now, but that's a good suggestion.
yeah, right now it's not available, but we're trying to get that working as well, so that you can add another track, so you can upload your own audio file here, so that it creates an extra track on the timeline editor. It's a good one. Yes, Charlie, thank you for your nice and kind comment. What's this? Jerry asks a question here. Can I edit and then download and use the video on the home dashboard? Edit and then download and use the video. Now, basically what you do is you edit the video here and you export the video. And once the video is exported, you can see that it's ready here. It's published. There's a download button here, and this allows you to download this video to your computer so that you can use it in any video editor. I'm not sure if that's what you mean. You can also go through this menu. You can click here on download, and then it will download to your computer the exact video that's on your timeline, and you can use that in any video editor. It's MP4. The export is MP4. So that's what you can use. Okay. Excellent example of random seed. I didn't know what that did. Now you know. Let me see here. Thank you, Carl. Thank you guys for the kind comments. We really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Today was extremely valuable. Makes up for yesterday. Real training is what gives us the best benefits and keeps us engaged. Thanks, Carl. We're very happy about that. We're excited to do this one. How to shoot? I was showing one and now it's gone. Somebody asked how to enable the 11 Labs feature. This is in one of the upgrades, and I think it's in the Pro version. Am I correct, Ankit? Is that the Pro version or the Elite version that allows you to connect your 11 Labs?
It's in Pro version, right?
In the Pro version, okay.
Pro version.
Okay, so if you like to have the 11 Labs integration option, it's in the Pro version. And I think you guys can see this. Ankit has added all the links to the upgrades in the chat at the top. So you will be able to upgrade your account through one of those links. Make sure if you upgrade that you use the same email address as you used to purchase the software.
Yeah, and we got multiple questions regarding the replay of this webinar. So it will be available inside the dashboard once the webinar ends.
Yeah. Yeah, it needs to render, of course, a few hours, but we will be sending it to you and it will be available. And adding it in the dashboard is definitely a good feature. Okay. Yeah, if you're having problems with Rocket Clips, you can basically send an email to support@rocketclips.pro or to rocketvideos.pro. It doesn't matter, as long as it's support@rocketclips.pro or rocketvideos.pro. Yeah, somebody says, yes, it would be nice to add multiple extra tracks, extra sound effects, so I don't have to export and work on it in another video editor. One of the things here, you say extra sound effects. Sound effects is actually possible to add multiple sound effects. So when you're in the video editor, you will be able to add sound effects. So let's say we open this one here in the video editor. You will be able to add sound effects. So when you go to the sound effects here, And I'm just picking a few here. I'm not going to search. But when I click on plus here, you can see the sound effect has been added. And if I want to have a different sound effect here later on in the video, I can simply click on the plus and there's a sound effect here. I can continue the video. I can click on plus. So the sound effects, you will be able to add multiple sound effects inside of the video. Let's see what this question here is it being displayed. Yeah. Are your credits used when you generate an image or only when you render it? So the credit is being used when you generate an image. So when the storyboard is created, let's say the storyboard has created 10 images, then you will be charged for 10 images. Frederick, that's nice. +1 subscribed, Whispers of Truth, nice inspo. Definitely, it's good to just search for that YouTube channel so that you can see what he's doing. Let me see here. What is this? The upgrade links have different names than what shows in my dashboard for purchases, just so you are aware. Not sure what he means by that, but Ankit, maybe you can check this question. Probably it makes more sense if you look into it.
Okay, so I think inside your dashboard you are seeing for credits, but we will be adding all the upgrades right inside the dashboard in coming updates in 24 to 48 hours.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so somebody says, is the RocketVideos AM Mega Bundle 127 only available on the bundle deal and not the front end? That's correct. Also, will I be able to get a transcript of this chat? Let me write it down. I'm not sure if that is an option, but I'm going to check. Off webinar. Deborah says here, when can we start practicing creating videos with less or no credits? You can do that right now. It's already available. Like I showed at the beginning of this training. If you missed the part where I showed it, you can watch the replay, Deborah. Basically, right now, it's just creating a super small project where you render two photos, so it costs you 10 credits, and then just replace those photos with stock videos or stock photos, and then just create extra scenes by clicking the plus button where you just add stock media. Okay. Ankit, maybe you can check Jamie's comments where he explains about the upgrades. Let me see if I had a few other things that we received up front, questions, if I covered those. Yeah, so somebody asked, are the voices free to use? Yes, the voices are free to use. You're not being charged any credits to render the voices. Voices are free with your purchase. Let's see. We already showed you how to modify existing images. Okay, this is a good question that I'd like to explain. So somebody asked, can other people download and use my videos that show on the dashboard? So when we go to the dashboard here, to home, you can see all these videos. Now, I really love this because this allows you to check out other people's videos. For example, this video is being created.
Ever wonder why people pull away when you get close? The question lingers in the silence. When you get close to someone and they start pulling away, it feels personal. Her silence speaks volumes. But most of the time,
I really like this video. I saw this earlier today. I really like how they created this video. So you see those videos on the home screen, but you will not be able to download this. When
Ever
you see
wonder
this,
why people pull away
well,
when you get
basically, people will be able to download this here, but they're not allowed to use it. I'm not sure if we can disable this, Ankit, a
ever
feature
wonder
here.
why people pull away?
If this is possible, maybe you can write it down if we can disable this option for users to download videos to others, or if we have this on purpose. I'm not sure.
Yeah,
Because
actually, it's a default option, and these videos are for the reference only, like what other people are creating, and you get inspiration and reference from them, like what is possible with Rocket Videos.
yeah,
So we would
exactly.
remove that option.
Yeah, so it's not meant to download other people's videos. It's just now the thing that you can do is when you go to your own projects, you can disable or enable that your videos will be public, yes or no. And you see when I zoom in here, you can see, I don't know, can you see that I'm zoomed in? By the way, yeah, you can see that. So you can see here this globe icon here at the left side, this small globe. When you go to these three dots here, it says toggle visibility. So when I select this, look at this. Now it's locked. And when it's unlocked, it means that nobody else will see your video. We will not display your video on the home screen. So if you really want to keep a video private, let's say you do a video for a client and you do not want other people to see your videos, then you lock it. If you have other projects, I always love people to see my videos. Then you can say, okay, I'm going to set this to public. And this means that it will be added to the home screen for other use. Now, unfortunately, we cannot show all the videos because there are thousands of videos being created with RocketVideos. So we only show you a selection. But this is how you can set it to public or to private. Let me see if there are more questions. Music library, we already covered that. Transitions, we did that. Character consistency. In Paint, we used that. Let me see if there are more questions. Did you? Yeah, so Margaret is asking, what about when you write a story and it produces inconsistent looking characters? It still cost, will it still cost us credits? Yes. Yeah, and yeah, this is important. We also work with AI, so we depend on what it's creating for us as well. We need to pay for it as well. But maybe the problem was that it was not created as a consistent character. What I explained earlier today, to use the @ sign, you really need to use the @ sign and select the character in order to get a consistent looking character so that it gets the reference. And if you do not have any idea what I'm talking about, if you're in late, you can see this in the replay. You can create consistent characters by typing an @ character when you render a character. Deborah, thank you for this fantastic training. I really needed this for the extra details. Happy to hear. Yeah, we're really exciting for you guys, what you guys are creating. We've put our heart and soul into this product. We've worked for a long time to create this. And yeah, it's always great to hear when users are excited and happy with the product. Oh, look at this, Marcus. That's my video. Thanks. Well, that's awesome, man. You did a great job on that video. I saw it earlier today and I really liked it. So well done. All right. Okay, guys, we need to wrap this session up. Let's see if there are 2 more questions. Another question, but thanks for today's session. You're welcome. You're very welcome. Margaret, thank you so much for showing how amazing this tool is. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Ron is asking, is there a way to speed up the video from image to video is in slow motion. Unfortunately, that's where we depend on AI as well. That's not possible right now. It's uncommon to have direct communication with someone like Ankit. Tom, we're happy to do this. If you have specific questions, guys, you can always just contact us through support. If you have any additional questions that are not being handled during this session, we will reply to you. Guy, you just joined. Is there a replay? Yes, we will add the replay to the dashboard of RocketVideos. And Frank, great session. Thank you. Thank you, Jamie. Love your interaction. Love the software and where it can go. All right. Thank you so much, guys. We're going to wrap this up. I think we covered a lot and most of it in this session. And let me switch back to my camera to make it personal again. Let's see if I'm here. Camera on. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, guys. So I hope that you like what you saw so far. I really enjoyed doing this session again. We really, well, Ankit can confirm it. When we had the previous webinar, we were like, oh, shit, this is going the wrong direction. We were really happy that we could fix it this way by doing this webinar ourselves. And probably in the future, we will have something else for you where there's some real value about YouTube and optimizing the whole stuff. But thank you so much. Ankit, is there anything else you'd like to say as closing? Oh, we can't hear your mic. You're muted.
Oh, sorry. Thanks a lot for the people who joined on this. And we knew we messed it last time in the previous webinar, but thanks a lot for the kind words and understanding and asking in using RocketVideos. I can see in the dashboard, people are creating amazing videos. We are working on a lot more updates. You will be seeing more in like next 1 or 2 weeks. And thanks for sticking with us.
All right. Thank you so much, guys. We sent you the replay in the dashboard and talk to you soon. Bye, guys.